nation will. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. 1st and 10. Well, CD, just taking a step back for a moment, looking at this matchup. This is one you and I and really the entire nation has had circled on the calendar.
Yeah.
When you get an early season matchup like this with two of the best teams, a packed house, it's really going to be something.
I agree with that totally.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. From 19 yards away. And the Hurricanes have taken the early lead. The Heartbreak Kid connection, one finding the other, and they really make it look easy out there.
Oh, it's a special chemistry that they have, isn't it? And look, we go all the way back to their time in high school. Positions may have changed, roles may have changed, but what doesn't change, their friendship, their connection, and understanding where each is going to be on the field, no matter what the situation.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun. Flynn, this complete to the tight end Clay. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Charles. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, Charles, this is kind of interesting to watch because, as you and I remember well, back when they were blue-chip prospects coming into college, it was Matthews on the receiving end of those long passes, so it's kind of a little bit of flip the script here.
Yeah, and I don't know that back then, their senior year in high school, that we envisioned anything different. You know, you would have thought Matthews would have stayed at receiver, but a lot has happened since then. Now here we are, their senior year in college, and Matthews is throwing the long passes. I'm not sure we saw that coming, but boy, what a connection. The Heartbreak Kids just in reverse.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
7-yard line.
Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the 2nd quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, Matthews letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Make that now a 2nd connection for the Heartbreak Kids. We talked about it earlier, Charles. They have a special connection, and it just continues to show.
Hey, I can't help but laugh and smile watching it. It's not because I'm favoring them over their opponent, but just the story is too good, isn't it? High school buddies, change of positions, getting it done here on the biggest level, and the timing on that play. Perfectly run route, perfectly thrown ball. That certainly looks like guys who've known each other for a very long time.
And by the way, we were told 3 of the high school coaches that coach these guys are here in the stadium. You know that they have to be looking down with big smiles on their faces.
No doubt about it.
They're on 19-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Flynn's pass.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
Touchdown, USC.
Now a draw play. Here's Charles. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run from the gun with Charles. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Trojans, nothing.
Taken from just outside the 30. Spinning away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
35-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 on the play. First down, USC.
Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he lost the football. Charles loses it.
Orlando Charles.
Wow, that ball gets... knocks free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Orlando.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, USC.
They run. Charles down right around the 25.
Orlando
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tackled at the 20.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Flushed out right. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
For the USC field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to... be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So
this is caught inside the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score. Hurricanes 28, Trojans 3.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on, in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And he will take this in. Touchdown, Miami. From 17 yards out as his guys continue to put this up.
Breach. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Trojans 3.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around.
And he will take this in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his second. Touchdown here in this first half. And this offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score. Hurricanes 42, Trojans 3.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw on second down. Flynn, that's complete to Ward. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Flynn, little underneath ball to Clay. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Flynn. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Flynn, and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. Throwing on first down. Flynn under pressure, and they got to him again. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Throwing on third and long. Flynn. Throw left side complete. That's Charles. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 9. Not enough, and it's fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And taken right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Here's the University of Miami. Their offense ready to get the drive started. They were able to get the ball back here. Didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave?
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 52. Yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score. Hurricanes 49. Trojans 3.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
At their own 40-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive, the Hurricanes get set. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else?
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So much chemistry between those two, making the connection with a former quarterback. And, boy, he does make a great target for Tommy Matthews' arm strength out wide, doesn't he?
He certainly does, and you have to think to yourself, simpatico. These guys have known each other for so long, and while roles are reversed now and Matthews is the quarterback, not the receiver, it still works. They're still thinking with one brain, one mind. How about the way that they are hooking up for big plays like the one we just saw there?
And really setting egos aside to go from the quarterback to the wide receiver, and two guys that by all accounts get along very well. It's been a heartwarming story for us to cover.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Matthews. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 15 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Matthews. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as a really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flynn over the middle. Cooper with him. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st down, USC. On
the run, it's Charles.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Charles. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
6-yard line.
To throw on 3rd down. Flynn got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Trojans 3.
From the gun, Flynn. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Flynn. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. USC gets set here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Flynn's pass.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The Trojans come up now 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Flynn. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't, and also what happens when you get this big
under pressure, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
To throw on 2nd down, Matthews. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 70 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Trojans take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Yards to go.
On third down, Flynn, and he can't escape, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Taking it about the 36. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. 45. Yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
It's the score. Hurricanes 70, Trojans 3.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, Flynn, and that is incomplete.
Intended for number 18.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
To number 7.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A big play there. 72 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. The Hurricanes looking like they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way.
Recovered by the receiving.
And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Complete.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Little underneath ball to Clay. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll move the chains.
It's a gain of 3.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a Heartbreak Kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
A season's worth of Saturdays all comes down to this. The final in New Orleans, home of the Mercedes-Benz Superdome and the 2020 College Football Playoff National Championship. It's the Florida Gators and the Miami Hurricanes. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off in the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and 10, Florida. From the shotgun, here's White. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunter. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Now White on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
At the 36-yard line.
Outstanding field position for this young quarterback as he begins things here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tommy Matthews linking up with the other half of the dynamic duo for a nice touchdown pass and catch.
It almost felt like he essentially ran the ball downfield himself and handed it to him, didn't it? Their connection is so good, dating all the way back to their high school days. Even though roles are reversed now, it is fun to watch.
Yeah, we sat with him yesterday, and we had one of those interviews in the private room, so they were really opening up about this being their last game together. It's kind of bittersweet, but I guess, Charles, it's one of those things where we need to enjoy it while we can still watch it.
Yeah, but one can dream. Can't they both be drafted by the same NFL team?
Yeah.
One can hope.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Maybe the story will live on a little further than this.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The 21-yard line.
Off play action, here's White. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
16-yard line.
White looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Excellent move by Langford. Very good return that time. 18 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Matthews looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup there.
2-yard line.
Back to throw. Matthews. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And Charles, we talked about it earlier, their last game. Together, and now a 2nd touchdown connection between the dynamic duo.
And I love the fact that in preparation for this game, you thought that they would have a big game together, and you're right so far. 2 touchdowns, and think about it this way. Both of them get a football each for their trophy cases at home. And didn't one of them tell us before the game that if there's a third, they were sending it back to the high school. Is that accurate?
Yeah, Tommy Matthews was joking with us after that interview we had. He said if he gets that third, you're right, he's shipping it right back to the high school to put it in the trophy case. We'll see if it comes to fruition. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You know,